Good morning, everyone, and it's a beautiful day, and we're grateful to God. Yeah, I'm grateful to God. Um, I just want to talk about like I woke up this morning and like the thought in my head waking up this morning was like the issue of being qualified but over age. It's a serious problem. You are qualified. You are told that you are qualified, but you are overaged. It's a very serious problem. It's a very serious problem. It was a problem I went to personally, and unfortunately, I'm seeing young ones. It's not like I'm old though, even though like maybe all this white hair can be can make someone start feeling like you are old, but it's unfortunate that things that I know people of my age mates went through a few years ago, uh, things that are being experienced by younger ones. It's really painful. It's really painful. So like you finish school. We all know the challenges of like even trying to get university admission, your family background, like how it influences all those things, how the schools go on strike for years, and how all those things add up. And by the time you leave school, even for something that you are well qualified for, then you are told that you are overaged. And it just becomes a problem. A little of it that I can remember myself. I was like, I think I can remember like two instances that happened to me. There was one of it that I wept seriously. The first one that happened to me, the first one that happened was when after my NYSC. I think after my NYSC, I was already 25. Yeah, I was already 25. So then, especially for most of us, because we did not have the privilege of having guidance and counseling, or maybe anybody to guide you, especially if you come from a family where you do not have graduates or professionals before you. If you are lucky to come from a family where you have graduates or professionals, they are able to guide you. If you come from a family that you don't have that, it is kind of hard. You need to navigate and find a lot of things for yourselves. If you are successful, you become an ancestor to those who are coming after you. So my first one was with KPMG. So after my NYC, I was like, we just like many of us really don't know what we want to do. Like somebody rightly said that most of us only know our destination when we have arrived. It is when you have arrived that's when you can say, yeah, this is my destination. I've been, as in, this has been my path, because you're already at your destination already. So so the first one was the KPMG. So like then, when you just finish school, like, hey, what can we do? Like, it's Big Four. If you can work for the Big Four, you are fine. KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and two others. I don't remember them now. So I think Deloitte and one other one. So they told us. So then I was like, oh, KPMG, like let's get to KPMG. At least we have 2-1 and all those stuff. So we applied. On getting to KPMG, yeah, the age was right, but I think I was still 25 then, which was what KPMG was looking for. And unfortunately for me, I lost my original YX certificate, and one way or the other, I just couldn't like get through the interview stage, because by the time I would try to go and get a confirmation from WAEC, they never looked back to my side again. And like by then, I was already over 25. So KPMG or any of the Big Four was a no go area for me again, because like for entry level, that's what they are looking for. I'm just out of school and no experience. So my second one was like, okay, then I tried to join the Navy. Then I think the maximum age you could be was, I think, 27. I think, I'm not very sure now. 27. So so 27 years of age. Then all of a sudden, one way or the other, because of nepotism, you couldn't make it in. Now that you can't make it in, and after that time, I was so disturbed. Like, I was so disturbed. Like, man, I am about to be 28 years of age. And man, I don't have any entry level experience. The only thing I've been doing after school was working as a teacher, teaching mathematics and preparing students for JAM and some of those things, and maybe applying for scholarship and stuff. So at a point, I I thought that, man, I don't know, maybe I will never do anything important, anything important with my life. That, man, I'm already approaching 28 years of age, and like all the entry level jobs, like all the good entry level jobs, they keep asking for used to be 25, 26. Then even the one that is for government, like once you are like maybe 27, 28, like it's gone. Like, God, what's going to happen to my life? What's going to happen to my life? And well, I was so disturbed. An elderly friend of mine just comforted me, like, don't look at life like that. Like, a lot of good things can still happen. And one way or the other, I am very grateful for the opportunity that an organization like Andela presented and still presents, because nobody cares about your age. It's now about what you can do. And to be very honest, for someone like me, it became a game changer. Like, nobody worries about my age. Now it's about what I can do. And it makes me to be so happy to do like one of the most fulfilling work that I've ever done in my life. And now that I see young people going through the same challenge, they have left school, they go for interviews, they tell them that, wow, you have one of the best score, but we are sorry, you are too old. Like, what should people do? It's just very sad. It's just very sad. Like, right now, I don't know what the solution is. If anybody has a better solution, like, but the fact is, most of us today, we are beneficiaries of the struggles of those who came before us. So whatever we can do to change the status quo, it is very, very sad. I know that one of the reasons why people try to put age as a barrier is because the opportunities are not many. So we try to find anything just to send people away. Like, let's just cut people down. Let's just cut people down. So we try to find, but like at 28 or thereabout, you are still young as far as Nigerian standard is concerned. But unfortunately, you can't get good opportunities because of your age, and that is very sad. I really don't know if there is anybody in this situation right now. Like, right now, what I tell some of my relatives, Hakim is asking why am I so emotional. Of course, I'll be emotional. It's something I went through, and it's something I see young people coming after me going through. And I really wish all of us can do something about it. So this is what I tell some of my relatives that still have young children who are about to get into the university. This is what I tell them. I just tell them, like, well, my aunties and my uncle that have children about. See, some of them will say, my child, he did jump, like he left secondary school 3 years ago, but now he's here to he's here to gain admission into a particular university. I want him to go to this big university. The public schools, of course, there's no money to send them to private universities. So, but they have not passed jam, so they are at home for 3 years and go. I just let them see, auntie, uncle, please don't waste the time of these children. Don't waste all this time that they are sitting down at home doing nothing, waiting for jam or waiting to pass jam. Please don't waste their time. Whatever they can do, the moment they leave school, if what they can get is ND, if their score right now can get them ND, let them just go. Hopefully, by the time they get into at least they are in an higher institution now, probably they are going to be more motivated. Like, when they get there, try to always encourage them. Like, okay, now you are doing your ND. Try to like pivot to the university by getting a D, by getting a D. The system is fogged, but try not to be stuck. Don't let the system fuck you up. Like, of course, it's good to have a polytechnic education, but we know what the situation in Nigeria is. Even though the House recently passed a resolution last year that to end the discrimination between degrees and polytechnic diploma holders, but we know what the situation is on ground. So don't let the system fuck you up. So don't let them waste time at home. Just let them go. Let them go. When they don't do all this, and they want to study this particular course, they are not giving them. Let them study any course. Let them study any course. If they cannot just don't waste their time, because the system is fogged. And the only thing left for you now is don't try not to be fogged in the system. Like, how am I going to make sure this system does not mess me up? So let them just go so that they just finish on time. Like, of course, you have your degree. When you have your degree, you can do anything that you like. You can move, you can pivot to anything. Just let them get and the good thing is, most of these big four that are looking for your age, they just want you to be smart. Most of them are not particular about you studying accounting or courses. Of course, I don't think anybody studies auditing as first degree in Nigeria. So Don't let the system fuck you up. If your children is just leaving school now, the secondary school, don't let them sit down at home for 5 years. Wait, because those years are going to add up in the long run, and now it's going to become a problem. And it is very, very depressing. It is very, very depressing. So that is just what I tell people. Don't let this, don't let, like, let us save the younger ones. Don't let them get stalked. Don't let the younger ones get stuck. Let them just go. Let them, even if it is Yoruba, let them study it. But make sure they are smart and they can always pivot to whatever. Like, this age thing is a real thing and it's really affecting people. Now, if you are already stuck, I don't think I have the best ideas. It's just what I think people can do. I'm not sure. I know there are people who have better ideas out there. If you are an employer of labor, please let us do something about this. We just can't continue. Many of the things some of us are proud of today, like freedom of speech. Some decades ago, there was nothing like freedom of speech. But these are things that some people like stood their ground for. Some people lost their lives because of it. And today, all of us, even we love freedom of speech to the extent that some of us are even thinking that freedom of speech is even too much. They should even let us even, this freedom of speech is getting too much. What are the things we can do to help people who are coming, like people who are coming up behind us? What are the things we can do? If you're an employer of labor, try to look for the best. Don't let us stop all this age thing. It's making people so depressed and they feel that they live a worthless life. Like, I don't know. It's just so painful. Now, if you're already in that situation where age is fucking you up, it's like you just get stuck, probably maybe you just pivot to something that has nothing to do with your age. I have some orgas in this aspect. Someone like Akayewale Ridwan, like, is really doing a great job and like teaching transferable skills. Yeah, and that's even most important. Don't just say this is the only thing I know how to do. There are many things you know how to do. If one thing is not working, like I used to tell myself that the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today is because that is what is available today. If I were to be born, let's say during the Stone Age, I cannot say, man, this is the Stone Age. Like, you guys expect me to be making use of stone. If I were to be born during the Stone Age, that's the technology of the time. We are going to make sense with stones together. As a human, you are malleable. You are not just meant to do one thing. Yes, you might be so good, so exceptional at one thing. But if what you are looking for is not forthcoming, you can please pivot to something else. Tomorrow, the things that we know as like the game changer of this age, they might no longer become the game changer. So whatever becomes the end thing is becomes what we are going to do. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Just move on with your life. If you can pivot. But if you cannot pivot, well, if you're smart enough, the best thing you can do is to try to find societies that do nothing with your age and like solely on merit. If you can, like a friend rightly said, that always don't keep your eyes off the Nigerian dream. And the Nigerian dream is to escape the Nigerian nightmare. Like, your primary job is just to make sure that you are not stalked. We find ourselves in this situation of like, you are qualified, but you are overaged. Like, it's depressing. Like, what do you want me to do again? But we just have to do something. If you can pivot. If you can't pivot, if you can like maybe find other areas, other locations where your age is not the concern, but your ability becomes a primary concern, then maybe just do it. It's very painful. It's very painful, but I really wish something can be done about it. Some of us are already becoming employers of labor. Like, please let us look into this thing. Let's get the best people. I really don't know. Maybe it might be part of my ignorance, but I really don't know how very young you are impact on your age. I have benefited a lot on working side by side with people who are younger than me and working alongside people who are older than me. Like, I just don't know. I really wish we can do something about it. But as much as you can, try your best not to get stalked. See you next time.